Welcome back, insufferable gaming fans. Your old pal Rosser here. Well, I did it. I beat the game in one take, start to finish. I was so happy. So happy that you wouldn't believe it. And guess what? I forgot to turn the audio on for the damn commentary. So I'm recording it now. Because I am not doing that over again. Am not. So basically, I'm just going to go ahead and do a post-commentary, which is something I don't like to do. But damn it, I'm not going through that again. No, I am not. So I found that the best way of doing this was to go through every level, keeping as many power-ups on hand as I could without getting stuck in the torture room. And also by making sure that I collected enough bombs so that if I had to, in an emergency, I could jump on a treasure chest and get the coin of Bill, which also converts enemies to coins, which I need for 1-ups. Basically, my whole strategy was to get as many 1-ups as I could, and try to keep enough power-ups on hand as possible for the last level so that I'd have them. So here we go with level 3. Not much to say at this point. Still raining mummies. But then again, the whole damn game was raining mummies. All well and good here. Collect some bombs, collect some more bombs, collect even further bombs. Now this time I made absolutely freaking sure that I got the 1-up at the top of this area. Because the last time I went through here I missed it. Stupidly. There was just no sense in it. Waiting some skulls and blam. 1-up. Something I very much needed. There's a bonus chest that I hadn't seen before, or hadn't noticed before, hadn't remarked upon before. Man, I can't believe I forgot to record the sound on this. Alright, here's the deal, people. If I have to, I will do this again with the sound intact. But please don't ask me to. That would just be cruel. Cruel and unusual. Especially considering how painful it was just to get to this point in the first place. Going up. Oh. Maybe I should help you by setting the ambiance. No dice? Yeah, that was a point where I absolutely had to use the power-ups, or I was gonna get trapped by a bunch of stuff. Bunch of bad stuff. Weird, wild stuff that was going down. And since I was only 1 power-up off by the time it wore off, I decided to do it again and get some more coins. You're always better off doing it like that. Bit of uptime. Checking to see if I can get some free stuff, and then deciding to book. Then this area where I wasted more power-ups than probably was prudent. but I got a 1-up. And then, pressing my luck against my better judgment, I went ahead and got some more coins on that one. I really should have left well enough alone on that, but it worked out. Next, this room, where, again, I had to use some power-ups so I didn't get trapped. And at this point, I was starting to get worried that I wouldn't have enough power-ups by the time I got to the end. So from here on, I'm going to have to play conservatively with the power-ups, collecting as many as I can whenever I can. I do believe I died in here once. Might have been a different one, though. Nope, I made that one. Oh, believe me, I do not get through this run unscathed. There were deaths involved. As you will see later. Went ahead and grabbed those because I needed them. Made it a point not to go down there into that pit full of bird-looking block treasure thingies. Because, damn it, that's shot me in the foot enough times. And here we are on the outside of the pyramid again. Beautiful, luxurious outside of the pyramid. Fun times. At this point, I was wondering why I was bothering to grab bombs in that area since there weren't any treasure chests to use them with, in conjunction with. After all, you have to get a certain number of bombs, then jump on a treasure chest to get the good stuff. But in that area, I managed it, even though most of the enemies were trapped in the blocks and I couldn't get the coins. Got those coins, though. I got those coins real good. I showed them what was what and who was boss. This treasure room always makes me very nervous, because for some reason it's one of the harder ones. Not the hardest, but harder. Made it through, though. This one also makes me nervous because you tend to get killed going after the coin of Bill. Eerie silence, eerie silence. In this room, it is very easy to accidentally get too much time. Oh, excuse me, too much terrific gameplay, because there's like a whole bunch of bottles of the stuff kicking around. That was a little risky, but I made it. Then up we go. Another outside segment. Didn't spend quite so much time dicking around in this one. I think I still managed to get a couple of bonus coins, though. Yep. And some power-ups. This is where it usually falls apart on me. Everybody knows I hate this bonus room the most. So I didn't even get those coins, I just got the hell out, as fast as I could. That is for the best. This room, gotta get the Sphinx, so what I did was, I got as many bombs as possible, so that I wouldn't have to waste my power-ups taking out enemies, whilst unburying said Sphinx. At this point, I was starting to worry a little bit less about the power-ups, but then I had to use them there because the enemies were closing in on me. So I went right back to not having enough. It was at this point that I really began to panic. Cue the Benny Hill music. I mean, look at that. You can imagine that I had some words to say about that, but at least I got a 1-up out of the deal. And then I cussed real loud because I died. And I was trying my ass off to find some power-ups, because I only have one at this point. And that is not enough to safely get through the final level. And there's only one level in between. See, right here, this level, this is my last chance to get power-ups. I was looking for them without trying to use very many. I was able to find a couple in this area, and I was hoping my ass off for more, but I couldn't find them. So I was going to just go ahead and hope for the best. So that's what I did. Which means that I would go to the final level with only 2 power-ups, except I died there, which gave me a chance to go back and get some more. Which is precisely what I did. But enemies kept materializing on that one block that I needed to jump on, so I kept going back and forth like crazy. Until finally I made it past. Now I've got enough power-ups to have a fighting chance on the final level. But I only have one shot, so I can't afford to screw it up. And here it is. Final level. Gotta unbury the hidden Sphinx right in that middle part. I'm scroll killing as many enemies as possible, but then I screwed up. So I only have a few lives left, but I've still got all my power-ups, coins. But then I died again, so now I've got 2 lives. I really can't afford to screw this up, and I was freaking out by now. And that's where I used my power-ups, so I could get into this room down here. Then I used another one so I could get into the bottom chest right away. Then I go into the final room. All I gotta do is unbury the king by jumping on that thing. And I lost it. Oh man, I was freaking out by this point, because now I don't have enough power-ups to do anything. If I die one more time, I start all the way over again, and I have no power-ups. So let's see what happens. And I still got to get to the very bottom chest. And I was freaking out. But I managed to get a power up there. But then I went back in and got the Sphinx and got out. And then I did a desperate gamble. I opened those treasure chests and found one more power up so that I could kill those enemies. I got the king and I got out. And at this point, I was whooping and hollering and popping open the champagne. Man, it still makes me feel good. I've finally got this game behind me once and for all. I did it. I did it on my own terms, and now I can move on to funner games. So, with that in mind, until next time, this is your old pal Rosser. Take a big, big drink.